If it's not you, you've dialed that number. You've dialed that number to talk about Dele Alli. Let's speak to Joe. He's a Spurs fan. Hello, Joseph.
Hey, Darren. Hi, Andy.
How are you?
Hi, then, boss.
Did
right?
you forget Darren's name?
No, you forgot your name.
Did you forget Darren's name, Joe?
Nah, of course, I'm a Spurs fan.
I definitely thought you'd have forgot it then.
Now, look, I'm with you, Andy. I would definitely have Dele Alli back at Spurs if Poch is there, because he's the only manager who seems to get a tune out of him.
But Benty made a good point, Joe, that he didn't at the end.
Yeah, I know, but the whole team was a disaster at that end.
Yeah,
when he left, I mean, there was 3 months between playing in the Champions League final and Poch getting sacked. So they were just on a decline, Spurs, weren't they, at that point? And I think I would have never got rid of Poch in the first place. I think a bit of investment, and we could have been there. I don't think we would have won the league, but maybe an FA Cup, maybe even a Europa League or something. But I don't think. I would have at the end of the day, get him on a short-term contract. If Poch comes back, what we got to lose?
Okay.
Do you know
Thanks, sir.
It's a good point, but that would have to come from Dele Alli, that short-term contract.
Why would he sign a short contract?
But that would then tell you an indication of how desperate he is to get back to that level.
Yeah.
If he says no chance, I don't want that, I want long-term, then you go.
I think if Spurs went back in for Dele Alli, he should bite their arm off.
Yeah, maybe we'll give you a 1-year contract, rolling 1-year contract.
If he wants to prove himself, maybe that's what he's got to say. Let's speak to Nick. He's a Chelsea fan. Hi, Nicholas.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm very well. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Love the show.
Thank you, man. You're a Chelsea fan. I mean, there's no place to put Dele Alli in your side. You're not going to say you'd have him, are you?
I mean, why not? There's there seems to be spaces for more or less everyone.
What about Mason Mount?
Well, this is exactly what I was thinking. I wasn't going to compare the two.
No, but I'm saying there's not a space for Mason Mount, so where are you going to put Dele Alli?
Well, I was thinking if we sell Mason Mount, we get Dele Alli on the free, then, we give him, I think, getting back in England, there might be space for him in the England team.
When you look at Chelsea's midfield, the dynamics, you've got Enzo Fernandez, you've got, who's coming back, Kante coming back. They've got so many players. Who else is in there? They've got that many players. Mason Mount obviously can play in there as well. Zakaria.
This is assuming that Mason Mount goes and that a few other people go as well. I'm saying if Dele Alli's on the free, absolutely. I doubt he'd go to Chelsea, but why not? I thought I'd throw Chelsea's hat into the ring.
I reckon if Chelsea were in for him and it was his decision, and listen, he looked at where else he could go. I mean, listen, he's going to do a lot worse than going to Chelsea, isn't he? A team that's challenging on most fronts. So I can understand why, if that option came up for him, that Dele Alli would snap their hand off.
Let's take one more quick call. Simon's a Spurs fan. Hi, Simon.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Darren. You all right, guys?
Good, mate.
Great, thank you for asking. Off you go.
Okay, very quickly. Spurs season ticket holder. Loved watching Dele Alli in his prime. However, the guy...
His prime? He's 26. He's 26.
When he was brilliant. Okay. Is that better? He had his head turned by outside interests in football. Everyone knew it at the time. His problem now is he's more interested in the flicks, the tricks, the skill elements of the game, rather than knuckling down, working hard, rediscovering his form until he adjusts his attitude to work on the basics. He won't get his confidence back and he won't get his game back. So he needs to get his head right before he can get his game right.
Do you know what
Thanks, Simon.
He makes some good points there, because I said that earlier. But Dele Alli's strengths are when he would run beyond Harry Kane, arrive at the box, get on the end of things. That's when he was at his absolute best. But all of a sudden, it's like he felt like he had to show people that he was a good player by coming off little tricks, little touches. That's not Dele Alli's game. Yes, he can do it, but he is at his absolute best when Harry Kane was dropping in. He had Eriksen, he had Dembele. It just run beyond Harry Kane. He was so good at that, but for whatever reason, he came away from it.
Would you have him as a squad player at Arsenal?
No.
You wouldn't have him? Wow. That's damning.
No.
Okay, it's interesting.
Why is it damning? Top of the table.
Oh, I so hope you lose, honestly. I really hope you lose. I'm cheering Man City. I don't even want Man City to win the league. I don't even know what I want.
You want us to win it?
I do, but I want you to win it, right? But I want you to change your allegiance for no reason with the last day of the season looming. Because I want Arsenal to win it. I don't want Man City to win it, but I don't want you being happy.
Thanks.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.